Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Callie, this is Callie's Collectibles Reviews, and today I'm going to take a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Galvatron. Now this figure, I will have to say, surprised me in a lot of ways. It transforms incredibly well. I won't be showing the transformation. I am not an instructional video. I am purely a review on its two modes. I'm not here to critique its transformation at all. Because let's face it, the transformation isn't why we're here. It's for whether it's in vehicle mode or robot mode. That's why we're here. That's why you're watching. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to jump over into my review station and take a closer look at this guy in vehicle mode first, then robot mode, and then I will sign out. See you in a minute. Okay then, so here we are in the review station. There is the figure with everything he comes with. There is the box in the background. We will take a closer look at that just now. Raise the camera up slightly. There we go, that'll do. As always with these boxes, you get the Kingdom writing down here. You get a picture in alt mode, picture in robot mode. Again, the artwork on these, out the way, Galvatron. The artwork on these is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. You got your product shots on the back there, comes with the matrix, little action pose for you there, and there he is in vehicle mode and 33 steps. So now for the figure in its cannon mode, quite impressive, I'd have to say. I mean, it does the job well. Nice bright orange cannon with some orange paint on there, as you can see right there. Matrix chain around it hanging there. Little tank treads picked out in silver. They do have little rolling wheels on them. And there's some little rolling wheels back here, so he can roll. Kind of, not the greatest surface here in my review station, but you get the idea. But taking a look, I mean, there's detail everywhere on these guys. Some paint scuffs there. I mean, there's his feet, kind of. But there, yeah, there's just molded detail absolutely everywhere on this guy. Absolutely everywhere. Now, as for posability in this mode, there's not much, really. I mean, the instructions don't show you this, but it can be done. During the transformation, this bit is actually his feet and his legs. And as such, it's on a hinge here. So, if you want to, and use the ankle joints as well, you can kind of angle the cannon back a little bit so you get a more upward blast, but it's not much. I mean, that is literally it for articulation in this guy. That's it really in cannon mode. I mean, like I said, you got the wheels. These can be kind of repositioned slightly to get, you know, a more blasting stance. One cool thing, the blast effects that come with Rodimus Prime over there, they do actually work quite well on this guy. So there you go. Right, I'll do some quick comparisons with some other figures. Actually, no, I'll leave comparisons until the end. I will, through the power of editing, I will transform this guy and be back with the review for robot mode in just a second. So here we go. Here he is in robot mode. Now, we need to arm him up. Cannon goes together in this configuration. Looks very snazzy, very smart. See some of the details a bit better there. Let's get the light on that. There you go. See it nice and shiny orange. There you go. Here's the matrix, a bit closer. Looks very matrixy. You can take it off of this, I think. But I haven't attempted it, so I'm not going to now. There's the chain. And you get these two little blasters. Now, the cool thing about these blasters is, if you look at them, they're actually modelled on the ship from the 1986 movie. You know, the one that comes out of the side of Unicron when Galvatron's created? That ship's actually called Galvatron's Revenge. And this is a little representation of it. Now, if you have the HasLab Unicron, you can actually put this with it, along with this guy, obviously, to make like a little display going on. And I think that is absolutely amazing. So, to throw in something like this with a figure, just added little touch, in my opinion. Added little touch. But he can hold one of these, or both, in both hands. Pop that into his hand. And into that hand. This elbow, granted, is a little bit loose. But there you can go. You can get some double gunning action on the go. Or you can actually take these, if I can get him off his... Yeah, you lie down for a minute, Galvatron. You can actually take these and tab them together. So, clip them together like so. And you've got one big blaster for him to hold on to. I will show that off in a minute. Now, of course, Galvatron is most famously known, very much like Megatron, for the big cannon on his arm. Now, the official way to do it, according to the instructions, is up here. Like so. So you can kind of get that kind of look going on. But if you want, you can actually put it lower on the arm so that it's more wrist mounted. Well, forearm mounted, I suppose I should say. But yeah, but I prefer it up here, so you've still got the articulation in the elbow and everything without this thing getting in the way. So, like that. You can hold this blaster, pop it in his hand, and the matrix just sits over his head and on his chest, and that pops down. But let's take a closer look at this guy, shall we? Let's pop the light on for a minute so you can really appreciate the details. There we go. You can see those piercing red eyes in there. Just absolutely amazing. Wonderful shiny metallic silver paint for the face. Same on the top of the shoulders. It's got kind of this battle damagey kind of paint going on. I don't mind it so much, but it's not consistent enough for me to like really like it. Nice bright red here for the chest piece, well, the ab piece. It's really, really good. But again, molded detail absolutely everywhere on this guy. Decepticon symbol there. But absolutely fabulous paint job all around, in my opinion. Very nicely done figure. Not too much of a backpack either, considering the transformation steps in this guy. Not much of a backpack either. I mean, there's a little bit of junk around his butt. But other than that, I'd say pretty damn good figure, in my opinion. Oh, before I forget, one other thing you can do with these. Get you stood up, Galvatron. You see these notches here? You can actually take the guns and you can clip them onto there, like so. She says. I can't quite see. There we go. To make a little backpack for him. Articulation. As you can see, these skirt pieces are on joints so they can move and get out of the way of the leg articulation, but we'll start at the top and work our way down. Head is on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of tilt, good rotation, due to the shape of the helmet, not so much up or down. You get a little bit down, but definitely only kind of straightforward looking up. Arms, or shoulder pads are slightly articulated, so you can angle these however you want. I kind of have them like that. But the arms can do a full 360, go all the way around. Oh, yeah, careful of that. If you move the arm too far, you'll pop this joint out of place. But arm can get 90 degrees, thereabouts. Yeah, 90 degrees. You do have, let me straighten that out. You do have bicep rotation, but there is one thing that bugs me with this. The actual instructions tell you that when transforming this guy, there's a little tab right there that's supposed to go into this hole here. And it's more of a sitting point more than anything else, rather than a solid locking point. But if you put that in place, you actually eliminate the bicep rotation. But if you unhook it like I just have, you still get your bicep rotation. So I prefer to just leave that undone. But there you go, you get bicep rotation there. Double jointed elbow, which is more for transformation, but can be used if you're kind of striking an evil pose, which I will show off in a minute. It's the same both sides. Wrists, you do get rotation there and inward, but again, due to transformation joints. So, like I said, same both sides. Now, for the legs, you got that far forward. Work with the joints. Oh, no, just popped his entire back piece off. Okay, so legs can go back that far. Out to the side. As I said, these skirt pieces can move, so you can get that far out to the side. Thigh swivel. Just under 90 at the knee. And the feet have that joint there, but you can also pop that joint there, but you do start to undo transformation bits. So widest apart stance you're going to get is whoa, he's counterbalanced, hold on. Yeah, is about that. That's about as wide a stance as you're going to get with this guy. Right, so that's articulation, accessories, and everything covered. I'm going to do some comparisons now, and then I will give you my final thoughts. Here he is with his younger self, the maniacal Megatron. Here he is with Earthrise Optimus Prime. I think the scale pretty well. And here he is with the Kingdom Commander class Rodimus Prime, his nemesis. And I think they scale pretty well together, because even after Rodimus transformed, or Hot Rod transformed into Rodimus in the film, Galvatron was still a little bit bigger from what I remember. So I think the scale works pretty well. Okay then, so that was my review of the Transformers Warp of Cybertron Kingdom Galvatron. In my opinion, best Galvatron we have ever gotten. In my opinion. I love the paint, the sculpt, the look. I just look at that face sculpt and I hear Leonard Nimoy's voice. You know, where, you know, Coronation Starscream, this is bad comedy. I hear that line just looking at that face, just perfect. It does have a few flaws. Paint could be a little bit better. Certain joints are a little bit loose, some are a bit too tight. The locking point for these pieces just no, don't like that. The little ship's inclusion, very, very cool. The fact that you can use blast effects with this guy just adds to the play value of it when you're posing them, put them on your shelf, whatever, making little battle scenes, doing photography, whatever. These guys are perfect for it. The most articulated Transformers that transform that we've had so far, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you with that. Catch me next time. I may do another Transformer, or I may do something completely different. Till then, bye for now, everyone.
Transformers, more than meets